Hey everybody, Fiber Floozie Crafts. This is Jill. So I'm back to do, finally at long last, the second part to the book cover. Now, just to refresh you, this is a book cover that I designed to go on the composition notebooks. And I haven't had a lot of time to get back to showing you how I did this. So I did post part one, which was how to make this cover, and then now I'm going to show you how to do the latch. So that was the first one I made. This is the second one. I've got it marked here where I want my latch to go, and this was the Lion Brand's jeans yarn, and I'm going to use something different to make the latch. This is just a regular, I believe this is Craft Secret in C something. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, I'll leave a link for you. I wrote this out so you'd be able to follow along, and I will leave a link to that on my website. And let's get started on this latch. Okay. So I took the cover off of the notebook to show you what this looks like a little bit more up close. And actually, you could definitely make it as a bookmark. And I'm just going to show you, this is just, if you're new to crocheting, I thought that this would give you a great beginner how to do a few stitches. Okay, so first we're going to make our loop, our starting chain. Using a 4mm crochet hook. So first we're going to chain 3, put the yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through. So single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So this is the actual working yarn around the hook, see? This is the chain right next to that, which is your working chain. So what our yarn is working in and out of. We're going to do the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, no, 1, 2, check, because this right here is our knot. So that's the first one, that's the second one. And we're going to single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Just turn it over like that. Bring your yarn back. Now you're corrected in the right position. So row 2, we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. So this will be 3 stitches. 1, 2, and we're going to go into this first one right here into our chain. So that's 1, and then you're catching both of those. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops, and that's a single. Now we're going to go back down in right there. There's both of those. Yarn over, pull it through. Now we have 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through both loops. So now we have 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. So that is this one right here. Put that in there, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Do that again in the same stitch right there. Right where those are wrapped around it, that's that stitch. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, just this one. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through both loops, and we're going to do 2 single crochets in the one and turn. Now we're working up this way. So you should have 5 stitches. Now we're on row 4. We're going to double crochet in each chain across. So you yarn over. We're going to go in to both of them, yarn over and pull it through. Now you have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 again. Yarn over, pull through both. That's your double crochet. Now we're going to do this all the way across. So yarn over. See, on the single you don't yarn over. On the double you yarn over before you go in. Right there. Pull it through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over. Go through both of those. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So now we've done 4. We need to do 1 more. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now you still have 5 because you did 5. You didn't add any. We didn't increase. Row 5. 2 doubles in the first, double crochet in the next 3, 2 doubles in the last, which will give you 7 chains. So yarn over, go into the stitch, we'll do a double, yarn over, do another double in that same stitch. Now we're going to do a double in the next 3. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Now we're going to do 2 in the last one. Can y'all see where those are at? It tends to pull down a little on this outer edge, but just be sure that you turn it and look, and you see that there's the V right there. That's the 2 loops. We want to go through both of them. So we catch both of those loops underneath our hook and pull through. Now we need to do a second one in there. Chain 1 and turn. So we increased it again by increasing on either end. So now we're at 7 stitches and we're on row 6. Single crochet in each stitch across. So with a single, we do not yarn over. No yarn over. So go in, and we're just doing even across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See those 2 right there? And 7. Chain 1 and turn. Okay, we just did an even row after increasing with the doubles. So now we're on row 7. We're going to do 2 singles in the first stitch, single in the next 5, and 2 singles in the last, giving us 9 stitches. So 2 singles right here in this first one. And if you're not careful, if you come over here and you go into that loop that's right here, that's your chain that's on your needle, your hook, you're going to increase all the way over and make your line be wrong along the side. So be careful here that you're going into this one. So 2 singles, 1 and 2. Now we go across. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we do 1 more in that last to have 9. Chain 1 and turn. Now on row 8, we're going to double crochet in the first stitch. Now I'll show you. This is a little different. Yarn over. I'm sorry, I did not say this, but instead of chain 1, you can chain 2 because we're going to do a double, and that's totally up to you. I just had a chain 1 throughout so that you would remember what you're doing. But if you want to make that a double because 2 chains because it's a double there, you're more than welcome. But if you do, that counts as a chain, and that's why I'm only doing the chain 1s. So double crochet in that first one. Now you're going to chain 1. This is your repeat. Chain 1, skip 1, which is that right there. Go to the next one and do a double. And do that across to the end. Chain 1, skip 1, double. Chain 1, skip 1, double. Chain 1, skip 1, and that double winds up being in the end over here. Chain 1 and turn. So you have these holes. Now you should have 5 double crochets. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're going to single crochet in each double crochet and in each space. Okay, so this is the top of that double crochet right there. We're going to single crochet in it. Then we're going to single crochet in the space, not in here, but in the space. Now that's the top of that one, and in the space. The top of that one, and in the space, and the top of that one, and in the space. And don't forget the top of this one, right there. Chain 1 and turn. And what that does is it reestablishes your line again after all those spaces. Okay, you're going to repeat rows 8 and 9 until the piece measures 8 inches. So we'll repeat it one more time together, and then I will meet you back. So one more time. Row 8 is double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Chain 1 and turn. Now row 9, single crochet in the first stitch and in the space in the top of that double, and in the space in the top of that double, in the space, in the top of that last double. Chain 1 and turn. And you still should only you'll have 5 double crochets, and then you're back to your 9 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'll meet you back when you have 8 inches. I just wanted to show you guys, if you are coming across here and you're like, you know what, I can't remember, did I do the single or not? Because I see these on the top. What is that? So to read it a little bit better, remind yourself that you're going into these holes on the way back. So see if that's not in that hole for the space, then you didn't do your singles. It needs to be in that space. And we're going into the top of that and then into that space. And you see how it's in there and here it's not. So you know you haven't done the singles. Also, I did not tell you when we're looking at the pattern. So we're doing 8 and 9, and double crochet is a DC. So double crochet in the first ST, which is the stitch, and then there's a comma, which means this is going to be your repeat. Between the asterisks is your repeat. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and repeat. And then it'll give you your count at the end. SC is single crochet. Single crochet in each double crochet and each space for a total of 9 stitches. So I wanted to show you how that reads on the pattern and what they are. I give you the stitches and I tell you what they mean, but sometimes it's worth it to hear somebody say it. I know when I was first starting out with knitting, it was like that. I'm like, it didn't make sense to me until I heard somebody say the words out loud. And then when I went back and read it again for myself, after hearing the words, then it sticks better. So I didn't know if that was the case for everybody. Everybody learns different. And the reason you're going to 8 inches is because that's when we're going to start our decrease. And we want it to be at 8 inches when we start the decrease. So we want it to be there from this point here. So if we put that there, we're at 7. We want to be at 8 before we decrease. Okay, we should be at 8 inches now. And we are right there. And you should also have ended on that single crochet row. So be sure you're on the single crochet row before we do the decrease. And you should have chain 1 and turn. Now on the decrease, we're going to single crochet 2 together, then single crochet to the last 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together. And that's SC2 TOG, single crochet 2 together, single crochet across the 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together, leaving us with a total of 7 stitches. Okay, so single crochet 2 together, we go into the stitch, we pull up the loop, we go into the next stitch, we pull up a loop. Now we have 3 loops, and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and now we've put 2 into 1. See, now we just have the 1 right on top. Now we're going to single crochet across. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need to single crochet those last 2 together so that we'll have 7 stitches now. Now you're still going to chain 1 and turn. Now just double crochet across. But you should, again, you should wind up with 7 stitches. So that's 1, I'm doing my best to make sure I'm in focus, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 1 and turn. So then next row we're going to double crochet 2 together, double crochet across the last 2 stitches, and double crochet 2 together, giving us a total of 5 left over. So yarn over, go into the first stitch, pull up a loop, and go through 2, leaving 2 on the needle. Yarn over again, go into the next, pull up a loop, go through 2, now go through 3. And that gives us the height that we need right here, but yet we still only have 1 stitch. Now we're going to double crochet across. And remember, we're going to wind up with 5 stitches. So now we have 4. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to do these last 2 together right here. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2, now go through all 3 remaining. Now we're down to 5. Chain 1 and turn, single crochet across the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet 2 together. So again, you go into there, you're not going to yarn over. You're going to go in, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and go through all 3 loops. That's single crochet 2 together. Now we're going to single crochet, and now we have 2 left. So we're going to, hard to see those dark ones, sorry. Pull up a loop, go into the next 2, pull up a loop, and single crochet those 2 together, chain 1, and turn. Now we have 3 stitches. Now we're going to go down to 2 stitches. So we're going to single crochet 2 together, and then do a single crochet in the end one. Pull up a loop, go into the next one, pull up a loop, go through all 3, and then in this last one is a single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet these 2 together. Last 2 stitches. Go in, pull up a loop, go into the next one, pull up a loop, and single crochet all 3 loops together. Chain 1, and we are finished. Cut your yarn, pull that through, and you now have your latch. Okay, I don't know if I left enough here really for sewing that on, because on the other one I sewed it on with thread to make sure that it stayed put instead of with the yarn. You can do either way, whatever you prefer, but I like to do it with thread because I was using thread to put my button on anyway. So basically, just sew all this on there, and then for your loop here, your pin loop, you're going to chain 10. single crochet in the second chain from the hook and all the way across. Cut and leave a tail so you can sew them in, and you're done. Found it. Okay, leave myself a tail. Put our starting chain on and chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, single crochet across. I hope this has been helpful in learning some of the basic stitches in crochet. I do have some more tutorials coming that will teach you a little bit more basic stuff. So stay tuned for that. This was just a fun little get started. So there's your loop, and you would just attach that on the inside here so that when you put your pin in, it sits right at the edge, really, of your book, but on the inside and not on the outside. So now you have your pieces. And you could go down here, right where you marked it, and attach it there. Go on to the other side. And really I marked that one so that we could put our button there. I wanted to know where I was going to put my button, and then after I put the button on and attach it, then I will go ahead and sew it on to the other side. And it's real easy to get a button in here. You don't really have to worry too much about where you put it unless you've just stitched this super, super tight. You should be able to put the button in. Because if it won't go up here, then it will go down here where the double crochets are. No problem. So you just put it on where you decide to. And that is all I have. I just wanted to make sure I get this out to you guys so we could finish up that project. And you want to find the written, it will be on my website. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have fun today.